You know what I find hilarious? I find it funny when all of these individuals talk about how they have limited spots on their program and they try to create some type of scarcity because they need some money or some clients or some shit like that. Nah, whatever you want, your world is yours. We have unlimited admissions, dog. Just because you get into school or you pay your tuition doesn't necessitate that you're going to graduate, does it? You didn't pay for a degree. You paid for a chance to earn yourself the merit and the credits in the curriculum to then certify yourself as an individual who is competent enough to make it to the higher realms. Whatever you are, your world is yours. So in a world full of individuals who keep talking about, I got a few spots left on my program, sign up now or never. Like, fuck all that, bro. Them niggas just need the bread. If you feel like you need to step up and be something in life, then step up and join the Ascendancy. We're better than all of them because the most of them could do is say some shit that you already heard from someone. They ain't originals. They ain't not authentic. They not real geniuses. It's about really understanding the value of your time and whose attention do you want to be paid in. You want to be paid attention to by an individual who has rare, unheard of insights and who's a direct reflection of the shit they talk about. I see so many people who don't have their own way of being. I'll say this, when it comes to religion or any cultural universal contextualization school, aka religion, hey, I don't need to use any terminologies. I could go through the whole of my existence never using another Islamic term, another Christian term, Judaic term, Hindu term, Buddhist term. Use any school in philosophy. I could use my own language to deliver original concepts and ideas because I'm an individual who is a master of conception, who produces original concepts and ideas. Consider the vibrations raised in a world full of individuals who go out there and seek knowledge and memorize scripts and then come back with a whole costume. My mentor talked about the costume party in prison and everybody walking around tatted up with ink they never earned and things of that nature, walking around acting like they hard, but they walk around shot out. We already know your program is trash. You feel me? Same thing over here with this intellectual, spiritual, metaphysical ascendancy. It is what it is. There are plenty of people who walk around with crystals, who walk around with sage, who've gone out there and memorized some scripts, aka got themselves some ink, mental ink, because when you read and you perceive, that's called mental ink. It's mental tattoos, right? Everything in your memory is a mental tattoo. Sheikhy Chic just created that on the spot. Now we get deeper into the game. We just understand basically this. These individuals, it makes me laugh when they talk about how they have limited spots left on their program. We'll never say that because come all. The door is open to all. All are called. Few choose to step up. Even fewer actually make it through because fewer are the ones who make it and stay true. Consider the vibrations raised. I love how the sun just started shining on my face the more real I became and the more I just started elevating. When you get to this place in space, they're going to anticipate and want you to be some type of thing that they're used to perceiving. But when you're original and you're an originator and you're authentic and you're this sincere and you have this degree of conduct and you have this degree of swag and you're not another motherfucking conformist, you're actually a transformist, it just becomes very hard for people to even try to keep up because what people are not doing is being themselves. And all I've been doing is truly being myself. You can look at the track record of who I've been and how I've been ever since a kid. I've always had a peeve to low intelligence shit. Like anytime I peep some or clock some like low IQ shit, I would always be like, yo, why the fuck you so stupid? And it wasn't because I'm trying to seem better. It's just like, that's really fucking dumb, and I've always been an individual who's charted his own path. Even as I've gone through base world and, adopted that philosophy. Why was I so attracted to the base philosophy? Because It was radical self-embrace. It was be you, do you, fuck everybody else, hold these nuts, fuck out of here, swag, positivity. It was unabashed self-acceptance and personal individuality. Now, as I incorporated myself and incorporated that ideation into my personality, what happened was a new genesis. And that's what happens between geniuses. Geniuses see other geniuses, learn from other geniuses, and new ways and ingenuities are born of the collaboration of geniuses on the mental plane. In a world full of individuals who are just recapitulating and saying things that other people have said, let alone thinking things other people have thought without having thought about them themselves on a critical level. Consider the vibrations raised. You don't see me using no scripts, no teleprompters, none of that shit. Everything off the head. This whole shit, everything that I say, all of my speeches, all of my videos, everything based freestyle. Ain't never been nothing scripted. I ain't never decided to use no teleprompter, none of that shit, bro. This shit all off the heart, all off the mind, all off the spine, you feel me? So whatever you world is just, and that's the better part about him. That's the better part about him. It's all in the moment. It's all universal flow state. Once your life becomes a base freestyle, then at the end of the day, you in a new space. These motherfuckers can't even get on anything and just be themselves and be okay with whatever they left on the table. You know what I'm saying? You could go on Bandcamp right now, chic.bandcamp.com. It's in the description. Go on chic.bandcamp.com. I got like 1,000 songs, almost 1,000 songs on there where I never gave a fuck. I just let my soul be itself. And I got so comfortable with letting my soul be itself. And that was the education that I got through Base World. That was my base mentorship. You learn how to be yourself at the highest level. But in that, I learned to be myself at the highest level. But I also learned how to not wield that power as you create and destroy. And you're moving with this unabashed, uninhibited self without true conduct and without true formalization, without true discipline. If you're moving with unabashed self-expression, if you're moving with unabashed personal being, if you're moving with unabashed, straight up self-expression without mitigation of true discipline under form and under order, then you're going to harm yourself and others, and that's what happens. So whatever you are, your world is yours. I just find it really crazy how all these people be talking about, oh, I got 5 spots left. Like, if you want to work with Sheikhy Chic one-on-one, first of all, you have to make it through the mid-level program to begin with. You can't get into the YWY 200, 300 level courses, 400 advanced level courses, the master courses and the master discipleships with me. You're not going to get that particular time and attention until you prove that you've mastered the 101s. This is like a university in the universe. Whatever you are, your world is yours. University. Whatever you are, university, the School for Applied Enlightenment, is really about getting individuals through the curriculum, and the only person that can pass is you. Just because you paid your tuition for admission into a particular curriculum or a particular institution or a particular school doesn't necessitate that you're going to pass. If you choose to miss class every day, if you choose to miss the assignments every day, and you earn yourself an F at the end of the term in a semester, then you don't get your money back because you chose to fail and waste everybody's time, especially yours. Nobody told you to waste your time, and time is non-refundable. So you pay for the ability and you pay for the opportunity to grow and develop yourself. If you choose to fuck that off, then you choose to fuck that off. Even if you paid for a kilo or whatever the fuck illicit substance, or you paid for an ounce of this and you fucked up your re-up, ain't nobody about to just front you another pack. It's quiet. Why? Because you fucked up the pack. You paid for the value. You paid for the opportunity to then, if you applied yourself correctly, to advance yourself. But if you fuck up the pack, then you fuck up the pack. That don't got nothing to do with nobody else. And if you come tripping about some bullshit, you're going to end up leaving tripping on some bullshit. You feel me? Consider the vibrations raised. Evolution only solution. Self-mastery only success. In a world full of people who think that they got to be a certain way, talk a certain way, act a certain way, I'm telling you, you're never going to be able to put me into a way of understanding. Don't try to understand me, bro. Just try to understand that I'm here to help you understand yourself and develop yourself to a higher level of human. And all of the different videos, you're listening to this one and hear the frequency that I'm speaking in, and the tones and the inflections that I'm speaking in this one. You know what I'm saying? And take the message and go boom, boom, boom. You feel me? But if you take this one and go to another video, or maybe even listen to the audiobooks, you'll see the range of this psyche's ability to express itself and communicate itself across a wide mass of human conception and human culture. Considered by evolutionary solution, self-mastery, success. I just find it crazy that they be trying to gas y'all into thinking that there's like scarcity in the ability. Nah, everything that I tell you to do, if you do it at the level that we tell you to do it, will improve your life, and you will be 10 times better than ever before in a world full of people who are worse than ever, meaning that their before is better than their after. Their after is worse than their before. And if you do what we tell you to do in the way that we tell you to do it, and comprehend the levels that you need to comprehend at the level you need to comprehend them, then your life will be better than ever. And that's indisputable, undeniable, because we're moving and dealing in universal, invariable truths. We're moving with invariable, indisputable, immutable, universal laws, and we truly know them. And not only do we know them and speak them, we're not getting on camera looking like shit, you know what I'm saying, still getting high, still fucking off. Nah, it's just modern day urban avatar shit, you feel me? I'm on some hug sack guru shit. Shouts out big homie Sheikhy Chic. Whatever you, why your world is yours. Consider the vibrations raised. Evolution only solution. Self-mastery only success. Unlimited admissions over here. You ain't gonna get respect for free. You can't pay for the respect. You can't pay for the results. You can't pay to prove that you have the comprehension. It's truly you paying to be paid attention to, if you can comprehend that concept. Because once you work with an individual like me and you apply what you need to apply, you will be on a level that you've never been on before. For better, and definitely not for worse. Or you could just turn this device off and go look at everybody else in your environment and ask yourself, how can they help me? And then go in the mirror and ask yourself, how can you help yourself? If you knew better, you'd already be better. And you don't know what you don't know. So it's best that you figure out what you need to know, and even the things you don't even know to want to know, so that you can further yourself in this life. I mean, it's all dependent and contingent upon how much you feel you're worth. You know, if a mundane and trivial existence is what you feel is for you, then by all means, accept less. Over here, superior standards. And that's the bottom line. You're paying to get admission into a curriculum of self-conditioning to rise to superior degrees of standards which otherwise you are not operating on, because your life is a byproduct of the standards you live by. Consider the vibrations raised: sober and fit and enlightened and rich. We ain't taking nothing less but the highest degree of personal self-conditioning into the highest degree of personal refinement, into the highest degree of personal unfoldment, and the highest degree of psychical evolution. The evolution of your psyche is going to be the evolution of your material paradigm. The evolution of your mind, as they say. It's about psyches. Psyche, homie. Psyche, homie. Psyche, homie. Shouts out. Consider vibrations based. Evolution only solution. Self-mastery only success. Knowledge is not an end. It's a means. This is why people who are poor always talk about, oh, it's a scam. Education is not a scam, stupid. You're the scammer. You're the one who doesn't apply what needs to apply to do what needs to get done to get what you truly want. And you try to do less. You try to offer less. You try to be less, right? You try to apply yourself less and still think you deserve more. You're a fucking fool. Whatever you are, your world is yours. If you don't improve this, you will never improve any of this. Self-mastery, only success.